So that scene is, I wouldn't say it's really interesting, but but the whole setup there is that, the sort of date is going kind of normally, right? He's asking about her family, which, you know, that's very nice and whatever. And then she's, this romantic, and then he's like, oh, okay, this is not the direction I want things to go. And if you've been on a lot of dates, if you're a guy who's been on a lot of dates, you've definitely been in this situation where you're talking to a girl and then you're like, you know what, this is probably not for me. And this whole thing where things are seemingly going in the direction she wants, and then he sort of pulls it away from her. So it creates this, sense of, oh, I'm missing something. And, this is just part of the emotional, roller coaster experience for her. And and then of course, in part of this, he sort of saves her from the bicycle that's going to hit her. And so it's pretty interesting how, so he says he's not interested in her, and then he sends her these first edition books, which not only shows that he, really pays attention to her, because in the first scene, he she mentions, he asks her, which writer was the one that got her into, made her fall in love with literature. And she said, oh, it's Thomas Hardy. And so then she gets this first edition Thomas Hardy, most famous work, Test de Ubervilles. And even though he's saying, oh yeah, I'm not interested in you, we can't be together, he's showing that he is interested in some way. So you have this constant tension here. And I also wanted to mention that, the fact that he knew the various artists, once again showing that he's a multi-dimensional person, but he's projecting only one dimension. And that one dimension is, the business like person, non-emotional. And so she has this, she has this whole sense that there's something more to him, and that makes it very exciting. And so that's a lot of what's going on here. So, she's out partying and he's at home, probably doing some kind of work. And of course, he drops his work immediately to go and see her because she's drunk or whatever, which, once again, when we talk about the female fantasy, it's like guy who has undoubtedly millions of things more important to do than mess with some average chick, drops everything to show up. So yeah, so there you go. You have that, and then right, yeah, and then of course we have the this, she's talking about the emotional experience, and she's trying to show him, oh yeah, well, you can't find me or whatever, and then he does, and she's trying to play her like kind of hard to get game in a way, and because she wants the guy to like chase her, right? So she's trying to like do that, but kind of clumsily or something. Then oftentimes you do have to drop everything and like show up, because that's kind of, if you don't play into some of these fantasies sometimes, then the girl just thinks, okay, this guy's no good. So yeah, and here we go. We've got Jose in the background who's gonna try and run in here and save the day. Oh God, poor Jose.
To help other people find this channel and to help us grow, and to make sure you don't miss the next one, like and subscribe down below, and we'll see you next time.